Hey, what is up guys? Alexei Rivera here from Tech Inspected and Tech Inspected Extras, and today we are unboxing a very interesting smartphone from Umidigi. This is the Umidigi A7, priced at only 4,550 Philippine pesos or about $90. This is one of the most affordable phones to get with some really awesome specs. It has 16 megapixel selfie, quad cameras in the back, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage with a Helio P20 MediaTek processor. It's a beast for 4,500 Philippine pesos. And the design looks really, really nice for 2020. And it also runs on supposedly stock Android. I haven't actually played around with this yet. It is a fresh unboxing experience. 4,000 milliamp hour battery. It says right there, stock Android, triple slot for dual SIM and micro SD, and it is USB Type-C. There's a lot to like about this guy, and it's only $90 or 4,550 Philippine pesos. If you look at the specs, our cameras are, I believe, 16 megapixel AI quad camera, 16 megapixel primary, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel depth camera. That's for the bokeh effect, and 5 megapixel macro camera. Imagine getting these specs for only 4,500 Philippine pesos. That is crazy. And we have a 16 megapixel front camera as well. We got a 720p display and a triple slot headphone jack. Wow, for this guy, and there is the A7 Pro as well, but we're checking out the A7 right now. So why don't we go and unbox it? As you can see, it is priced like that on Lazada, so you can check it out on Lazada right now. But right now, you can watch our unboxing after our intro. Whee! All right, so let's get into this box. As you can see, Umidigi really likes to make their unboxing experience super, super classy. There is a sort of half-cut box here that holds it together. Plus the box is black. All of the red branding from Umidigi looks great. So let's get it out. Oh my God, there's something here. Wow, Umidigi really puts an effort into this. If I'm not mistaken, that's perfect grammar right there. That is if you see bad grammar in any of the packaging, that is a surefire reason to think that the product is less quality. And holy, what is this? Okay, we have the screen protector pre-installed here. What is this on the side? Is that a case? Umidigi A7, blah, blah, blah. How do we get this out? There's a thing here. Oh, what? Okay, I'm not faking any of this. Reactions. This is a case. My God. Look at this thing. Come on, focus on that, boy. Come on. There you go. Look at this. Have you ever seen a case like that? It's sort of rugged, but also like thin. Oh, look at this phone. Okay, the case. Okay. Inside, it's very standardized glossy plastic inside, but the outside bit looks super cool. It looks like, a rock formation. And then we have the phone itself. This is metal. Oh my God. Oh, I knew it. Wow. All right, let's peel this off. Oh, look at that. They did a great job with the screen protector. For 4,500, man. Wow. This is, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to put it in fingerprints. Look at the cutout on that screen protector. It's so exact. Wow. Okay, so, wow. This is so premium. Oh my God. We got power buttons. Pull this out. It's got it's Leica-ish, a high Huawei-ish look on the back there. Wow, look at that. It reminds me of the Galaxy S6 style of the rounded ends and the flat screen. and the antenna cutouts. But this reminds me of Huawei right here. It says quad camera. And then we have a fingerprint scanner. So it's like a Zenfone 3 on the back here with the Umidigi logo. This is, I believe, the space gray color. There's no more packaging material on the sides. Is there? No. But this is, wow, $4,500 for this? $90 for a metal phone? Great first impressions here. Let me power this on. The case is so awesome. That is a plus for me. That case is link to the world. Check this out. Link to the world, the Lord. We have a SIM removal tool right there, SIM tray removal tool. You have some paperwork here. Thanks for choosing Umidigi products. It doesn't say if it's a manual or something. Language catalog. So there's 6 languages here. Pretty interesting. This is our charger. Let's see what our charger can do. 5 volts, 2 amps. A very standard charger, not super fast charging or anything. Okay, so the charger may be the cheapest product in this package. Look at this plastic molding here. It's really not to a high standard, but the phone itself looks very high standards here. And then we will check out the, oh, look at this. It's got soft cell phone in the box. We have a USB cable here. This is USB Type-C. Let's actually check out the USB cable. Oof, that's pretty tight packaging here. It is USB Type-C. It feels like it's about 2 feet long. It's got Umidigi branding. It's hard to focus, huh? My camera is not very friendly at macro focusing. Okay guys, so here it is, the Umidigi A7, priced at $90 or 4,500 Philippine pesos. And I have to admit, I'm super impressed by this guy. So as you can see, we have a glass back with the Umidigi branding. We got a fingerprint scanner, 4 cameras in the back. It says a quad camera right there. I don't know which one is which, but we got 16 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and then 5 megapixel depth sensor, 5 megapixel macro sensor. So it's actually a very good macro sensor for the megapixels, I mean. And then we have metal sides. We have a metal phone for under 5,000 pesos. We got antenna cuts there, We have 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, USB Type-C. We got a speaker grill right there, microphone here, and I don't know if there is any other microphone. And then we have a 4,150 milliamp hour battery. Got a fingerprint scanner back there, Umidigi logo, very, very fingerprint magnet-y. And we have a 16 megapixel front-facing camera. What's not to like about this guy? This guy looks great. There's a little bit of a chin here, but overall, this guy is up there with the best of them. This looks like a 15,000 peso phone. And keep in mind, this display is not even full HD. Can you tell it's not full HD? Nope. It looks great. That is a 1560 by 720p display, an HD plus display. Keep in mind, the big brother of this guy, the Umidigi A7 Pro, has a full HD display and costs only 5,000 pesos right now. This is 4,500. So actually, honestly, I like the Pro, and this is a little bit of a smaller brother to the Pro, but it's still a very good product. All of the other apps in here that are games and stuff, I installed. There is no bloatware in this device. Zero bloatware. All of the things in here, except for this wireless emergency alerts, which is not bloatware, keep in mind, it only goes up to this calculator, and that's it. All of the other apps next to these, the first few over here, are the ones pre-installed in here. I have not uninstalled any app in here. There is absolutely no bloatware in this phone. Isn't that crazy? I've seen budget phones. They all have bloatware except for this guy. And this guy has a metal build, glass everywhere, quad camera, 16 megapixel selfies for 4,500 pesos. So bloatware free, no ads. There are no apps that have ads. And then it has the stock Google launcher on the left. Swipe. You can turn that off if you don't like it, but it's super duper stock. You can turn it off like there. It is beautiful. Stock Android is beautiful. I do prefer the app drawer, so I turned that on. Now, one thing about this ROM that kind of, being stock Android maybe, you cannot have more icons here. It's just like a 4x5 rows of icons. And then the app drawer, you cannot make them like smaller icons. I would prefer them to be smaller, but I think this is fine. The icon spacing is a little much to me, but that's fine. I think this is great. There's a bit of a big chin also on the display here, but I think that's fine as well. And I've turned on the gestures. Originally, there were buttons here for navigation, but I've turned that off. I've made it so that I'm using the new gestures for Android 10. So for example, if I go to Files, I can swipe up to go back home. I can swipe and hold to multitask. And then I can, for example, let's go to Photos, I guess. Photos, if I press and swipe from any of the corners of the screen, it goes back. So I'm using the new gesture modes for Android 10. One thing that is kind of cool also is if I use 3 fingers up like this, it goes into the multitask menu, and I can do dual apps or the Windows side-by-side app. This thing runs really, really fast. It runs on stock Android, and you can see that it takes some seconds before loading apps, but it is about as good as you can get from this price point, which I am very impressed with. Now, in terms of the design, I think the buttons are a little low. That is kind of a weird thing to comment on, but I think the power, when I press the power button, sometimes I hit the volume rocker on the right side. By the way, there's the volume rocker and a power button. Those are metal too, I think. This is a unique case that I've never seen been done as a freebie, at least the last 3 years. This is a pretty unique case. It's got a nice soft touch in the back. It's got like air gaps here for cool, prevention of damage. But on the back, we got this little texture that is like a rock texture, or those DSLRs have that texture as well. And these rubber buttons on the case are really nice too. This is the most unique case I've ever gotten in a phone, and to just hiding the fact that you have a metal phone is kind of cool. So fingerprint unlock is a little weird. It's a little wonky. Sometimes it doesn't do it. Maybe you can program a nice fingerprint. See, I've failed 2 times already. It seems to want to be, you want to press and hold for half a second before it works. But there is also face unlock. There it is. And there's a cool feature here where if it's too dark for the face unlock to work, the screen brightens up and does it for the display. And the face unlock works really well. 83 Antutu, 83K Antutu, or 84K Antutu, pretty low, but it does the job. It only goes up to 3 touch points, which is kind of unfortunate. Also, they have the 3-finger swipe down to do a screenshot. There you go. Kind of cool. It has a screen recorder built into here. So you can see screen recorder. I haven't tested that, but probably works about as good as other screen protectors. So yeah, let me finalize my impressions on the actual phone. I think the build quality and the design of the phone is a 10 out of 10 for this price point. I think I've never seen a 4,500 peso phone look and feel as good as this guy for under 5,000 pesos. Maybe the Umidigi A7 Pro is better by a little bit than this, because the Umidigi A7 Pro has a nicer back design. This kind of feels like the Galaxy S20 Ultra. They have really dull colors. This is called the Space Gray. The Galaxy S20 Ultra looked like this as well. In terms of the colors, it's pretty dull. But you can get the blue one if you want for 4,500. Like I said, the A7 Pro looks so much better in my opinion. And you get the case, you get USB Type-C, you get a charger. Okay, no headphones. I think even the box looks super cool. This is awesome. The design on Umidigi A7 is 10 out of 10. Anyway, let's talk about the user interface. The user interface, I give it a 9 out of 10, or maybe 8 out of 10. It's very smooth. I like the Google, Assistant, or Google, I don't even know what it's called, but on the left side, Google Feed, let's call it Google Feed on the left side. It's very smooth. The user interface is most of the time, almost always 60 FPS. You're not going to get into any problems with switching apps, or you can even multitask with this guy. So thumbs up for the user interface. Now, it's not the smoothest thing in the world because of the Helio P20. There are no third-party app stores installed. Very nice. You only use Google Play, and then you can install other app stores if you like. I know this is long rambling. Let's talk about playing games here. So I'll try to look for a game to play here. I'll only play 3 games or 4 games in this impressions video. I'll make another couple of videos doing full gaming tests on this in this channel, Extras channel, and then I'll make a full review on the main channel, Tech Inspected, as well. So let's play some games. All right, guys, we're playing Subway Surfers. Is there an S or just Subway Surfer there? So this is running pretty good. I can't tell if it's full 60. No, there's some drop frames here. And it might be running at 30 FPS. I am recording this at 60 FPS, by the way. So if you're watching, you should turn on 60 FPS to see. Yeah, this is 30 FPS. That's pretty much, I think that's pretty much for sure right now. I don't know if they have 60 FPS in this game anyways, but it runs quite well. There's no stutters much. So I gotta give this a pass. It's pretty enjoyable. Yeah, there's some drop frames here. You can probably see that on the video. So that's that for Subway Surfers. This is the Helio P20, 4 gigs of RAM. We're gonna switch to another game right now. Okay guys, so here is PUBG Mobile. Here are our settings: smooth, medium, classic. So I don't think we can get up to Ultra HD. HDR, nope. HD, nope. Balanced. No, we're going smooth, medium, and classic. Okay? We have a temperature gauge on the upper right, by the way. If you're interested in keeping track of the temperature of the phone. It is warming up a little bit, that's for sure. It is indeed a MediaTek, P20 processor, not the, whoa, Nelly. Okay, we're in business. A little bit of lag. Not sure where that came from. What? Give me a gun. Somebody here. Got him. Game looks pretty good. The frame rate is definitely not 30 FPS here. Probably like 20 plus FPS. Yep. Speaker is on the right side of the device, or at the bottom of the device. And you can sort of muffle it by holding your finger over it. So not stereo speakers or anything, but, can't really complain. Somebody's here. Nice. Got one. What the heck, the lag there? Hey, we got a helmet. Temperature is going still 37 degrees, so, and we've reached about 10 minutes of gameplay. This is getting kind of warm right here near the camera module, but it's not, you know, it's not too bad. Somebody might be here. What is this? What the heck is this?
Don't let anything or anyone
Whoa.
stand in the way of taking your shot.
Yo, that's cool. What is that guy? Got him. Ha. Alright guys, so the frame rate may be dropping a little bit here. I don't know. Maybe it's now just a solid 20 FPS. But I think it's fine, you know, as you can expect from a 4,500 peso phone. It's not the best, but you can, if you really wanted to, you can play PUBG Mobile with it. And this is relatively playable compared to even, you know, priced phones at this price point, actually. You know, you'd have to pay a little bit more than 4,500 to get more performance on this. But I think this is maybe the best at this price point for PUBG Mobile. So I'm going to switch over to another game. And yeah. Alright guys, we're playing Honkai Impact. And this is the settings I'm going to run with because we want to test the maximum capability of the graphics. I set it to video high, FPS 60, post processing on, reflection on, physics on, all of that on the bottom as well. And it's going to say not recommended setting, but I don't care. I'm going to run that. And let's play a mission here. Alright guys, so here is Honkai Impact running on Helio P20 720p display at maximum settings. It's kind of not... skip. Also, I lowered the volume of the speakers. It's not the smoothest thing in the world, that's for sure. Skip. So I recommend a smaller setting here. Oh god, look at this. What is this frame rate here? Lower the settings from maximum, by the way. We should lower it. Alright, so we've changed the settings here. Kind of the recommended setting, we made it to mid video. 60 FPS, only post-processing and only HDR enabled. So we'll find out if this runs. Alright, so the frame rate is much better. Still not like perfect or anything. Definitely not 60 FPS. I think it's just like maybe 20 something. Loading the other guys are really killing the frame rate too. So that is a load time thing. That must be the storage, or I guess the processor just loading the other assets takes way too long. Yeah, loading the assets will take a while, but shut up, boy. Yeah, look at this frame rate here. This is definitely not 60 FPS here. So, there you go. That's Honkai Impact 3. Definitely not 60 FPS. You can see it recording at 60 FPS, so you would know. And it's definitely not. But it looks great, though. As always, Honkai Impact looks great. Genshin Impact coming out soon. So, very interesting game coming out, too. So, we're going to move on to another game right now. We're back, and we're playing Mobile Legends again. Then this is the tutorial because if you install a new Mobile Legends game, you will always have to do the tutorial. So, mid or feed.
Would you like to have a drink with me?
Would you like to have a drink with me?
We still have a score to settle. Your team destroyed the turret. First blood. An enemy has been slain. Enemy has been slain. Wiped out.
So, how is it going? I think it's pretty smooth.
Well done. We've destroyed the whole
A little bit of stutter there. Oh yeah, it stutters when you're loading some of the like ability graphics and stuff.
Your team destroyed a turret. Your team destroyed a turret.
I'm gonna finish the game.
Enemy charge. Take out the enemy system in 1 second.
Alright, there you have it. That's Mobile Legends. Of course, that's just the tutorial. But that gives you an idea of how it'll run the actual game. I think it'll run the actual game decently based on that experience. It's not going to be the ultimate smoothest Mobile Legends game in the world, and we're not running at like 90 hertz here or 120 hertz. But like I said, 4,500 Philippine pesos, 90 US dollars. You can't really complain with this kind of device. Alright guys, so I think that's about it for our first impressions and unboxing of the Umidigi A7. We will be producing a full review of this guy, but right now I'll show you like low light performance and stuff like that because I've unboxed it during the night. You've seen the gaming performance. The gaming performance is decent, not like amazing, but then again, it's only 4,500 Philippine pesos. I love the fact that it's made of metal. I love the accessories it comes with. It comes with this awesome case. It looks super nice. And I think it's a really respectable phone. 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage with triple slot. At this price point, headphone jack, USB Type-C, 4,150 milliamp hour battery, stock Android with no bloatware and no ads. Where have you been all my life? But then again, if you wanted more performance, you would go for the Umidigi A7 Pro, the bigger brother to this guy. But I think this is a great budget phone. Still gonna review it. Still gonna try the cameras out fully because we do have a macro 5 megapixel camera and an 8 megapixel ultra wide here. So a 16 megapixel selfies and 16 for this price point. That's amazing. Umidigi have really earned my respect here with the Umidigi A7. I think it's a great phone. If you're, itching to buy right now, I can wholeheartedly recommend it for stock Android, no bloatware, metal build. Looks great. Accessories are nice. Gaming performance, not the highest, but it can do pretty decent job at the price point. And if you really want more performance, you should go for the A7 Pro. But like I said, we're going to do a full review at Tech Inspected main channel. This is Tech Inspected Extras. By the way, I'm going to upload more gaming tests on this on the Extras channel. So please stay tuned. Alexei Rivera here from Tech Inspected Extras. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.